every country has balance, okay? And then the devil said, yeah, but look at this place here, look at this country, Canada. In Canada, everything is good. The people are nice, the air is clean, the water is so beautiful, you have mountains and you have rivers. Canada has all these good things, and there's nothing bad. So where's the balance? And then God said, yeah, but you should look at who's next to them. America, right? So Canada has all the good stuff, and America, So, I don't really feel that way about Canada. Canada has problems, but Canadians don't really like America, so, yeah.
You hate America?
Not the people, but the country, yeah. America is they're like a big bully. In a lot of ways, Canada and America, our relationship is kind of like Taiwan and the mainland. Because, America doesn't let us do what we want. They always tell us what we need to do. So, yeah, Canadians don't really like America. But most of my white friends now are Americans. People I like. It's the country itself that I have a problem with, yeah. So yeah, Taiwan really is a great place. Sometime I want to visit the other countries here. I want to go to Vietnam someday, just, to visit, but we're too busy, and right now with the virus and everything, it's hard to travel. But one day, yeah. Yeah. After my kids are, when they're in university, then my wife and I will go and travel, yeah. Okay, so, next question. Guys, there has to be something you can ask. Yeah, one can ask something. You can keep thinking about it. What about you girls? Before you leave today, you have to ask a question. No. How long have I lived in Taiwan? Good. That's another thing about the how question. Remember that for a lot of these, we see who and what and when, where and why all as one-word questions, but how usually goes with other words. How long, how old, how, right? We have a lot of words that can go with how to make a question. So, I've been in Taiwan 20 years now. Yeah. Well, my Chinese should be better by now, but yeah, it's 20 years. My first school, when I first started teaching here, my boss didn't want the foreigners to learn Chinese. She said that, if we can speak Chinese, then our students will only talk to us in Chinese, right? So I should have started learning more right away, but, I learn a lot of Chinese from my wife and from my kids, and from my students when they don't talk in English. So, yeah. So that's a good question. I guess you girls, you've all been here now 2 years. For most of you, this is your second year at中国科技大学, right? Yeah. Okay. And you have 4 years for your program, right? Okay. Well, next question. I'm sorry, again. Mostly we speak English at home, but my to a school, like they go to schools in Taiwan. They don't go to special foreigner schools. I don't like those schools. Mostly it's rich people who send their kids there, right? Do any of you have like a lot of money?很有钱的人吗? No? Okay, so I won't hurt anybody's feelings. I really don't like rich people. Yeah, and their kids are, really a problem. I was teaching at different schools in the past, and one school I went to, really rich parents. One time, at this school, a father drove in a Ferrari to come get his son. Like, in Taiwan, there's maybe, 3 or 4 Ferraris? And this school, the kids were horrible. They have no politeness, they don't study, and their parents don't care. Their parents just want to see a number on a piece of paper. 他们的想法是，我给你钱，你给我的儿子 A. They buy a degree for their kids. I just can't stand that. So, hang on, what was your question? Right, so yeah, at home, because my children go to the local schools, so they learn in Chinese. At home, I speak with them in English, but they usually talk with my wife in Chinese, so they can practice both, yeah. And then, yeah, sometimes with my wife I'll use Chinese, but mostly it's just for playing around. It's a lot of fun to take Chinese words and then to say them, a little bit wrong. I'm trying to remember the last thing. Right, 那个恭喜发财. Right, Chinese New Year is 恭喜发财, right? And 那个发 and 菜, you can also use that to talk about a kind of vegetable, right? It's a different tone, I know, but 有这个菜, 有头发, right? 头发是菜, right? There's that special vegetable, so it's like, congratulations, hairy vegetable, right? So we play with the language sometimes like that, and with English too. And when the language is fun for you, you really learn a lot more. And that's also why it's really important to read. If you can do something that you like in English, then you'll learn English more. So if you like reading stories about space in Chinese or Vietnamese, then do the same thing in English. And when it's fun, you learn more. So yeah, we play around with the words. And so mostly English and Chinese we use at home. Okay, next question. Okay, what? You have to try to ask something.
Do you think COVID-19 will disappear?
Do I think where what? Oh, COVID. First off, it's the Wuhan virus, right? I don't know. I think it's kind of funny about Taiwan. People are so used to wearing these anyway, right? So when the virus became a problem and everybody has to wear these, it's really not a big problem, right? Everybody wears them. When you feel sick, you wear a mask, right? When you ride your scooter, you wear a mask. So it's normal for people to wear them. I think that's a large part of the reason why Taiwan doesn't have a big problem. Still today, there are still a lot of people in America and in Canada who say masks are bad for you. It's not safe to wear a mask. And you have to think, where do they get these ideas? 他们的想法是不一样，是我不要，所以是不好， right?
They think wearing mask is impolite, right?
Well, they think it's impolite because it hides your face. Yeah, there's that. But honestly, most of them, they don't like doing what they're told. If you tell them everybody has to do it, then they'll say no. And there's so much evidence now that these make it better, that it's safer, but a lot of them still don't want to. And, that's part of the reason why it's still a big problem there. So in Taiwan, this is normal. Maybe in 5 years, everybody will still have to wear these on the train. Maybe. But I think it'll be fairly safe. So I'm not too worried. There's the vaccine we can get soon, right? As long as the vaccine is not made in China, then we're good. If it's from Europe or from Taiwan, then we're okay. So